Who said you're done? Who said you're weak? Who decides your end? To the edge before, felt like I couldn't take no more. But every time I hit that line, something in me said not this time. They don't see what it took to stand, don't understand what built this man. Every loss, every scar I made turned into strength I can't replace. I don't run when it gets hard, I don't fall when it gets dark. Every step I take is proof I was built to break through. We don't fall, we don't break, we don't stop. Whatever it takes. Who controls it? I control it. Who becomes it? I become it. Stopped asking, is it my time? Time doesn't wait, it moves. So I became the proof. Every doubt I had to face put me in a stronger place. Now I move with clarity, built from pain internally. No delay, no retreat, I don't accept defeat. Everything I had to go through turned me into something new. We don't fall, we don't break, we don't. Measure where I'm going, they measure where I've been. Every chapter that I conquered built the fire deep within. No permission shaped my future, no applause became my guide. Only countless silent mornings with ambition by my side. Every promise found its purpose, every burden earned its place, every drop of sweat invested left determination's trace. Now the way feels like a handshake, not a mountain left to climb. I've been forged by daily choices, one decision at a time. Stand with purpose, stand with pride. Let your actions be your guide. effort make replies. Steel has taught me quiet patience. Time has sharpened every scar. Every setback was a staircase, leading me to who we are. No distraction steals my vision, no opinion steals my pace. I was never built for comfort, I was built to set the pace. Now tomorrow feels much closer, every heartbeat sounds like fate. Not because the road is easier, but because I elevate. Hold the line, lift your soul. Discipline has full control. Only truth behind these eyes. Every choice, every day, built the man who leads the way. I am the standard. I am the standard. I am the standard. Now you see the hardest road belonged to me. I am the standard. This I know, I don't follow greatness. I am where it grows. The wind can shake the tallest branches, but never move the rooted stone. Every trial found me standing, stronger than I'd ever known. I don't panic in the pressure, I don't rush against the tide. Every storm reveals the strength I've been building deep inside. Steel has echoed every promise, every sunrise, every grind. Now my footsteps leave reminders that I never left behind. When the world begins to tremble, I become the steady ground. Power isn't in the noise, it's in never backing down. Hold your breath, lift your eyes, stand like mountains, touch the skies. Unshaken, here I stand, with the future in my hands. Unshaken, strong and true, the storm breaks. Not me, it breaks through. Unshaken, born to rise, the strongest fire burns behind my eyes. Behind my eyes. Every burden made me wiser, every failure changed my view. Nothing lost was ever wasted, it became the strength I use. I don't measure by the distance, I measure by the man I've grown. Every silent act of courage built a legacy my own. When exhaustion starts to whisper, I answer with another stride. Every heartbeat says one sentence: I was made for this climb. No surrender in my language, no retreat inside my soul. Every step becomes another piece that makes the whole. Stand with faith, move with grace. Nothing shakes this steady place. Unshaken, here I stand, with the future in my hands. Unshaken, strong and true, the storm breaks. Not me, it breaks through. Unshaken, born to rise. The strongest fire burns behind my eyes. Behind my eyes. Calm in chaos, strong in strain. Every scar becomes my gain. When the silence calls my name, I answer louder through the pain. Oh. Unshaken, now you see, no force alive outlast me. Unshaken, this I know, I don't resist the pressure, I let it make me grow, 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 grow. Me grow. There's a voice inside my head saying I should stop instead, saying I've gone far enough, saying I'm not built for tough. It repeats the same old lines, every failure, every time, pulling me back to the place where I never changed my state. And for a while I believed it. But there's another voice beneath, quieter but harder to defeat. It doesn't shout, it doesn't force, it just waits for me to choose its course. It says stay when it gets hard, stand your ground, don't fall apart. Every step you take unsure still becomes something secure. Now I hear them both, but I don't follow both. I choose the voice that makes me rise, not the one that feeds me lies. Every doubt can speak its part, but it won't control my heart. I choose the voice that drives me through, even when I have no proof. Every step I take this way builds the man I am today. Silence what I feel, I just decide what becomes real. Every thought can pass my mind, but not all deserve my time. I've been stuck before, I know, letting wrong voices control, but now I see it clear as day. I decide what voice will stay. It's not about no fear at all, it's about which one I call. When I'm tired, when I'm low, which direction I will go. Now I move without the doubt, not because it's not around, but because I learned to lead with the voice that I believe. Every moment that I choose becomes something I can use. Every time I take control, I get closer to my goal. I chose the voice that makes me rise, left behind the old disguise. Every step I didn't fake was a choice I had to make. I chose the voice that leads me through. Now I know exactly who I've been building all this time. Was decided in my mind. Two voices, one choice. Tick. I stayed too long where nothing grew. Tick. I told myself I'd start soon. Tick. I watched the same days repeat, and time didn't stop for me. It moved while I hesitated, it passed while I debated. I thought I had more of it, more chances, more moments, more perfect conditions. I was wrong. Tick. Now I feel it differently. Tick. Every second has a weight. Tick. Every delay has a cost, and I've paid enough already. So I stop waiting, not tomorrow, not later now. I don't need everything figured out, I just need to stop standing still. Because time doesn't slow down when I feel unsure, it keeps going. So I go with it, step by step, move by move. Even if it's messy, even if it's not smooth, at least I'm not stuck anymore. Tick. Now I'm moving with it. Tick. Now I'm building through it. Tick. Now I'm becoming in it. Time kept moving. Now so do I. Lights are off, the streets are empty, the city's fast asleep. But there's a promise that I made myself, and promises I keep. No cameras here, no crowd to cheer me, no medals hanging near. Just me against the version of myself that still survives on fear. The weight feels heavier this morning. The miles feel twice as long. But every step through resistance makes the spirit strong. When others rest, I sharpen steel. When others sleep, I make it real. I'll be the last man training, the last one in the fight, the last man standing when darkness fills the night. I'll be the last man training when everybody quits, because victory belongs to those who refuse to submit. The battlefield isn't waiting. The battlefield is now. Inside each choice, each sacrifice, inside every vow. I don't train because it's easy. I train because it's hard. Because pressure reveals character and struggle leaves its mark. Every drop of sweat is currency. Every rep a brick of stone, building something strong enough to stand completely alone. One more round, one more scar, one more lesson from the war. I'll be the last man training, the last one in the fight, the last man standing when darkness fills the night. I'll be the last man training when everybody quits, because victory belongs to those who refuse to submit. One day the challenge will arrive. One day the horn will sound, and those who waited for motivation will nowhere then be found. But I walk forward calmly, because I've already paid the cost. Through every dawn I conquered, and every comfort lost. I'll be the last man training, the last one to leave the field, the warrior built through discipline, the one who'll never yield. I'll be the last man training until the journey ends, because greatness is decided by what you do when nobody attends. There's a room I don't visit anymore. It still exists somewhere in my memory. Same walls, same air, same light. But I don't sit there waiting for things to feel right. That version of me still lingers in the corners of old decisions, thinking safety was the answer to to every vision. I didn't destroy him, I just walked away. I left the room I used to live in, closed the door without regret. Every echo that still calls me, I choose to forget. Not out of hate, not out of anger, just because I understood some rooms are meant for staying and some for good. Still hear old conversations, old fears dressed as advice. But I learned that comfort can be a disguise for a life not mine. So I stopped answering the echoes, stopped turning back the key, because what I needed wasn't there anymore. It was me. You don't grow inside familiar walls, you outgrow them in silence. I'm not that room anymore. Failure with me, every lesson carved in stone. Every night I fought in silence, every mile I walked alone. I remember all the doubters, every voice that said I'd fail, every door that slammed before me, every path that went cold and pale. But I never gave the darkness the satisfaction of my fall, because deep inside I knew that I was stronger than it all. The pressure grew, the burden rose, the world kept adding heavier loads, but every pound upon my back prepared me to attack. The weight I carried made me stronger, made me last a little longer. Every battle, every scar showed me who we are. The weight I carried built my soul, turned the broken into whole. Every storm that crossed my way made me who I am today. Outcome, they don't see the years beneath, the sacrifices made in darkness, the moments hanging by a thread. They don't see the early mornings or the nights without a break. They don't see the quiet discipline behind every move you make. Success is never born in comfort. Greatness never grows in ease. The strongest roots are planted deepest when they're tested by the freeze. One more step when legs are tired. One more climb when hope expires. That's the place where winners learn how to burn. The weight I carry made me stronger, made me last a little longer. Every battle, every scar showed me who we are. The weight I carry built my soul, turned the broken into whole. Every storm that crossed my way made me who I am today. The road was easier. I don't wish the pain away, 'cause everything that challenged me created who I am today. The burden wasn't there to crush me. The burden came to make me grow. And now the fire inside my chest is stronger than I've ever known. But it doesn't break me. Every silence in my mind redefined. No escape, no easy road. I embrace the load. Every step I take in pain feeds my game. Pressure shaping what I am, but I understand this is where I'm meant to be. Breaking free. Titan protocol. I rise through the pressure, through the lies. Nothing here can make me fall. I stand tall. Titan protocol, I remain forged inside the fire and strain. Every fracture made me whole. In control. My past, still I never look back. Every doubt I used to know, let it go. I don't stop, I evolve. Every fear I dissolve. Turn the chaos into steel. What I feel. my chest before the daylight breaks, a signal that another battle awaits the path I take. The enemy is not before me, it's hidden deep inside, the voice that seeks an easier road, the fear I used to hide. But every dawn I face that enemy before the world can see, and every victory in silence builds a stronger me. The shield is discipline, the sword is my will, and every day I train to sharpen both still. War drums within, calling me again. Rise and prepare for the fight ahead. War drums within, echo through my veins. Every drop of sweat today will strengthen me again. The iron waits its turn. Every repetition teaches another lesson learned. The battlefield of greatness is never won by chance. It's conquered by the warriors who choose to take a stance. While others wait for motivation, I move without a sign, because champions are created by action over time. One more rep, one more mile, one more battle, one more trial. Within, calling me again. Rise and prepare for the fight ahead. War drums within, echo through my veins. Every drop of sweat today will strengthen me again. When the real war finally comes, I won't search for courage then, because courage was created here again and again and again. Every painful morning, every sacrifice I've made was another layer of armor that the struggle helped create. Within, louder than before, guiding every step I take towards something more. War drums within, the signal never ends for the warrior who trains today. Is the warrior who wins. No hesitation when I started, every move precise and clean. Sharp machine, steel pressure in my veins. I don't run from storms or pain, built inside the darkest nights. For the fight, zero mercy in my soul. Pure control, every shadow move aside. When I rise, zero mercy in my veins. No more chains, every weakness left behind. State of mind. Heavy steps across the floor, I don't feel the pressure anymore. Every scar became command. stand. No emotion, only focus. Every failure helped me grow this. From the silence came the force. No remorse. Pressure made the engine turn, made the fire burn. Now the darkness knows my name. Not the same. Through the smoke alone, no shelter, no place called home. Every failure carved my skin, made me begin. The world said I would break apart, but pressure only shaped my heart. Every wound became a sign. Strength was mine. Pain was not my enemy, revealed the best of me. Every scar became a guide. Through the fight I was made by the fire, built higher and higher. Every storm that crossed my way could not make me fade. I was made by the fire, fueled by one desire. Turn the pain into my power, every single hour. When the darkness closed around, I refused to stay down. Every step through fear and doubt brought the warrior out. No excuses, no retreat. Stand again on wounded feet. Every battle that I face builds my strength. I was made by the fire. Now the flames take me higher. Everything that tried to break me is the reason nothing shakes me. I've been broken, I've been low, felt the cold inside my soul. Every night I stayed awake, raised the stakes. Pressure carved me into stone, made me stronger on my own. And every scar upon my skin means I win. Pain was never there to end me, it was there to reinvent me. Every battle in my mind built my drive. This is Warrior's Rebirth, built through pain and through the hurt. Every fall became the flame that changed my name. left alive, only hunger deep inside. Every lonely step I climb, build my mind. Fear no longer owns my soul. Discipline became control. Every drop of sweat and strain fed the flame. This is Warrior's Rebirth. Nothing breaks me anymore. Test your limits daily. It will question who you are. It will place 1,000 obstacles between your dreams and where you are. Most will stop when things get painful. Most will bend beneath the strain. Most will trade their future greatness for a life that feels safe. But there is something different in me, something pressure could not kill. Every setback fed the hunger, every failure shaped my will. When the road became unbearable, when the climb became extreme, that's the moment I discovered how powerful I could be. This is relentless ascension, built through sacrifice and tension. Every scar became a sign that the mountain would be mine. This is relentless ascension, fueled by focus and intention. Every battle that I face pushes me to higher places. I don't fear the weight I carry, I don't fear another storm, because hardship is the hammer that creates a stronger form. Every early morning struggle, every lonely night awake, every moment I kept moving when I wanted just a break. That's the difference no one notices, that's the price nobody sees. The invisible decisions that determine destiny. One more step when hope is fading, one more fight when strength is gone. That's where ordinary people become legends over time. This is relentless ascension, built through sacrifice and tension. Every scar became a sign that the mountain would be mine. This is relentless ascension, fueled by focus and intention. Every battle that I face pushes me to higher places. The crown is never handed to you, the path is never guaranteed. You must earn every inch of progress through discipline and belief. The fire inside my chest now burns stronger than it ever has, because I stopped asking life for comfort and started chasing greatness instead. This is fall became direction. This is relentless ascension, and I'll keep climbing through resistance, because the man I am becoming is worth every sacrifice I've given. Through fire and stone, with nothing but a dream to hold. The road was darker than I imagined, and twice as cold. Every failure left a mark, every lesson left a scar, but every scar became a compass, pointing to who we are. There were nights I questioned everything, nights I nearly let go, but something deep inside kept saying, you've still got further to go. The storm was loud, the burden strong, but quitting never felt like home. Through fire and stone, I built this life on my own. Every battle, every climb, turned pressure into power over time. Through fire and stone, I found strength I'd never known, and every wall that blocked my way became the reason I stayed. Didn't move for me, the world didn't clear the path. I had to earn every inch forward through discipline and wrath. The weak side of me begged for comfort, begged for one more excuse, but the stronger voice kept growing louder, giving weakness no use. I learned that greatness isn't talent, it's the refusal to break. It's showing up again tomorrow after every mistake. One more mile, one more fight, one more step into the night. Through fire and stone, I built this life on my own. Every battle, every climb, turned pressure into power over time. Through fire and stone, I found strength I'd never known, and every wall that blocked my way became the reason I stayed. Now I don't fear the hard road, I don't fear the weight I bear, because every challenge in my life has left me more prepared. The storms that once intimidated me now fuel the fire inside, because the man who survives the darkness walks with unstoppable pride. Through fire and stone, the warrior finally found his throne, not through luck and not through fate, but through the choice to dominate. Through fire and stone, the strongest version has been shown, and every battle that I survived proved that I was born to rise. looked at the scoreboard and thought the game was done. They looked at the distance and said nobody runs. They looked at the mountain and laughed at the climb. They looked at the challenge and said, not this time. Maybe they were right about the numbers. Maybe they were right about the odds. Maybe everything on paper said this battle would be lost. But paper never measured courage, and odds never measured heart. And history is filled with people who refuse to fall apart. Let them doubt, let them talk, keep your eyes on the walk. When they count you out, that's when it starts. When they count you out, show them your heart. When they count you out, don't make a sound, just keep moving forward and shock the crowd. There is something about resistance that awakens something deep, something that refuses surrender, something that never sleeps. The more they say it's over, the more the fire grows. The more they close the doors, the more determination shows. Because limits are opinions and predictions often fail. The future belongs to fighters who refuse to quit the trail. I've seen impossible turn possible. I've seen underdogs prevail. Not because the road got easier, but because they did not fail. Stand firm, stand tall, give everything, give your all. When they count you out, that's when it starts. When they count you out, show them your heart. When they count you out, don't make a sound, just keep moving forward and shock the crowd. You don't need their approval, you don't need their belief, you don't need permission to become beyond relief. Let the results speak loudly, let the work tell the tale. Because those who keep advancing are the ones who never fail. When they count you out, rise one more time. When they count you out, answer with the climb. When they count you out, turn out around and become the reason they remember your name.